What's up, everybody? Back here with another video. Today we're actually not in Baltimore. We're actually here in Prince George's County. Go ahead and show them the neighborhood. See how different this is. So we're in Prince George's County. This is actually my stomping grounds. This is where I'm from, and we're about to show you a property that we're doing construction on that we bought subject to. So subject to means subject to existing financing. So if you're not familiar with what that is, don't worry, I'm gonna break it down for you today. But before we get that started, go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, and go ahead and hit that notification bell. I know you're gonna like the video, so make sure you hit that like button. So with no further ado, let's go inside. All right, guys, so we're inside the property. Let me give you all the tour real quick, and then we'll break the numbers down, and I'm gonna break down all the subject to stuff so you understand what it is. So right now we're in the little front foyer area. If you look at these floors, we're gonna sand and stain these floors. Probably gonna do a black, a dark black color. This banister's gonna go. We're gonna get this out of here. Right now, they're prepping the walls for paint, so they're patching, prepping everything for paint. In here, we're gonna do some carpet. We're gonna do carpet in here, and on that wall, I'm probably gonna do some type of feature wall on that wall to give this space some identity. The good thing is the windows are all in good shape, so I can keep the windows. All right, camera's coming down. We're gonna put a chandelier here. We're gonna put a chandelier right here, give this dining room some nice attraction to this space. And we're actually gonna do carpet. So we're gonna do carpet in this area. It's gonna be a nice carpet, but we are gonna do carpet. The reason we're doing carpet is because the budget. We gotta keep the budget under $35,000. So let's head into the kitchen. All right, so in the kitchen, we're gonna do a refresh on the kitchen. So we're actually gonna keep the base cabinets and the countertops, but we're going to take out the uppers. Get a better view of the kitchen. So we're gonna take the uppers out, upper cabinets. We're gonna replace all the appliances. We're gonna paint the bottom cabinets, replace the hardware, and we're gonna put up floating shelves up top. And we're gonna make the shelves ourselves because floating shelves for the kitchen, they're expensive. But if you make them yourselves, then it's not that expensive. So right here we have the living room, and right now they're getting it ready for paint. We're gonna keep the fireplace, but we're gonna put up a new mantle and make this a lot more decorative. And you see this right here, this is the sliding door. This is going in today right here. And this is the deck. So the base of the deck is what we call composite wood. So this is actually good wood down here. And actually it's not wood, it's composite. So we're going to replace the railing because the railing was all wood before. So we're gonna replace the railing with new wood, and we're gonna paint the whole deck so it's gonna look brand new. So instead of rebuilding this whole deck, we're just replacing the railing, and then we're gonna all paint it one color. So that's all gonna be redone. And you see how big the backyard is. So let's go upstairs and we'll talk some numbers real quick. So up here, this is the master bedroom. So there's 3 bedrooms up here, 3 beds, 2 baths upstairs. The basement has 1 bed and the basement has 1 bath, and there's a half bath on the first level. So this whole house is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath house. So if you don't know what subject to is, subject to means basically you're buying a property subject to the existing financing. So basically you're buying a house, you're not getting a new mortgage, you're taking over the current mortgage. You're probably gonna give the homeowner or the seller some type of lump sum to walk away, and you're gonna take over the mortgage, and you're gonna make new mortgage payments, and you're gonna be the current owner. And the reason people do this is so that they don't have to secure financing, because financing can get really expensive. And sometimes financing can mess up the deal. So let me explain to you all why we decided to do subject to on this property. So the seller, she needed to sell the house, and she needs to sell it like yesterday. So in order for her to sell it to me, I have to buy it at the right price. So let's do the numbers. The The ARV, or the after repair value of this house, is $525,000. So if you're doing the 70% rule, which I've taught you all to do, 70% of 525,000 is somewhere around 387 or 385,000, somewhere around there. Now it's going to cost me 35,000 to fix this house up. So 385 minus 35,000 is 350. So the highest I can give her an offer for this house is 350,000. Well, the problem is she owes 340,000. So after selling expenses and everything, she can't sell the house for 350,000 if she owes 340, because she also needs to take money out and be able to go and do what she needs to do in her personal life. So it doesn't make sense for her to sell it at that 350. So what we decided to do was create a subject to deal. And how I do my subject twos is I give her a lump sum of money, the money that she needs. In this case, I'm going to give her 40,000 up front, and we're going to take the property. We're going to create a trust. My attorney's going to do all this. He's going to create a trust. He's going to put the property in the trust, and I'm going to be the owner of the trust. So I'm going to own the trust is going to own the property, and I own everything. I gave the homeowner 40,000 to walk away, and not technically walk away, but to sell me the property. I don't have to secure new financing. I'm just taking over the current mortgage. I'm going to make the current mortgage payments until I sell it. Now I'm going to spend about 35,000 fixing this house up. And after I spend the 35,000, I'm going to sell it for 525, and all the profit comes to me. So that is the subject to deal. The reason we structured it that way is so that she can get what she wants, the seller, and I can get what I want, and I don't have to lock in a new bank and a new loan. Because when you get a new loan, you're paying loan costs at settlement. You're also paying a high interest for every day you own that property. So I'm avoiding all of that by doing a subject to deal. So if you're in real estate investing, most investors probably wouldn't be able to do deals like this because they wouldn't be savvy enough to know. But knowing how to successfully do a subject to deal allows you to get creative and buy properties that may normally seem like it's not a deal. So let me keep giving you all the tour. Right now, we're in the master bedroom. It's a pretty good sized bedroom. We're going to replace this ceiling light, and honestly, it's a ceiling fan. It's a nice ceiling fan, but the problem is it doesn't match the color scheme that we're going to be going with the house. This house is going to be white walls, black fixtures, and black finishes. So this is a gray ceiling fan, so we're going to replace the ceiling fan. In the kitchen, in the bathroom. Now, I already told you we're only going to spend $35,000 on this construction. So we're going to do a light rehab on this bathroom. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this countertop and we're going to replace this countertop, because you see how scratched up it is? We're going to replace this whole countertop sink with a quartz one, and it's going to cost me about $500 for that top. But I don't have to replace the vanity. So we're going to keep the vanities, we're going to paint the vanity, and we're going to put new knobs. So if I were to buy a whole new vanity with a new top and everything, it will cost me, and labor to put it in, it will cost me probably about $1,500. But since I'm not doing all that, it's going to cost me $500 for the top, and then minor, maybe a couple $100 to paint. We're going to put a new light in and a new mirror right here. We're going to paint the walls. We are going to put down luxury vinyl tile on the floor because it's easy to install. And the shower, we're just gonna regrout the shower and put in black shower heads and black knobs. We're gonna regrout this jacuzzi tub because it does work. And I'm gonna try to find a black knob and black handles for this as well. So, light rehab in this bathroom. We're not doing a whole complete remodel of this bathroom. The bathroom will probably cost us about total $3,000 just to redo this bathroom. And we'll call it a day. So, let me keep giving you all a tour. It's got a nice walk-in closet. See the lights on. So nice walk-in closet for the new homeowner. With shelves up. We got the lights are off in here, but there's a full bathroom in there. Probably a little hard to see, but we're gonna do a light rehab in there as well. Then you have two bedrooms. You got a bedroom here. And here, honestly, all we're gonna do is fresh paint and a new light and put down new carpet. And that is it in here. Now, one thing I am gonna do, because I want the house to seem like it's fully remodeled without having to do a full remodel, we're gonna keep these doors, all the doors around the house, we're gonna keep them, but we're just gonna repaint them. We're gonna take new knobs, put new knobs, and we're going to get new hinges. We're gonna replace all the hinges with black matching hinges as well. So it's gonna look like it's completely brand new, but really it's just new fixtures or new hardware. And here, honestly, same thing. We're gonna replace this ceiling fan, fresh paint, new carpet, and replace the doorknobs. And that's it. All right, so we're in the basement. The basement, this is gonna be real easy down here. All we're gonna do is repaint down here, put down carpet, and call it a day. It's not gonna be too much down here. Now we are gonna replace these recessed lights as well. These are the old canister recessed lights. We're gonna do the new LED lights in here, but new lights, fresh paint, carpet, and that's it. So that's all we're gonna do down here. But let's talk about real quick what this deal is gonna look like once it's all said and done, and really what the subject to is gonna really do for me in this transaction. So let's work backwards. $525 is my sale price, right? I'm gonna sell the property for $525,000. Now the mortgage that I'm assuming or that I'm taking over is $340,000. So I have to subtract the $525, I have to subtract the $340 when I go to sell the property. So $525 minus $340 is $185,000. So that's my profit right there. Now I have to also consider the $40,000 that I gave the homeowner at the time of purchase. So 185 minus 40 is 145. Also, I'm spending $35,000 to fix the house up. So 140 minus 35,000 is 105,000. So now I'm down to 105,000. Also, when I go to sell the property, I have selling expenses, and my selling expenses are somewhere between 8 and 9%. So let's just round off to about 45,000. Worst case, and hopefully it's around 30,000. But 105,000 minus 45,000 leaves 60,000. So 60,000 is my net profit, is what I walk away all said and done after getting all my money back. So that's my profit. So yes, is it worth a deal? Absolutely. It's not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest deal, but it's a deal that I can get in and out. We've only done a week worth of work here, and we'll be done in 30 days. I want to put this house on the market. And another thing that I'm doing strategically is this house is selling for $525 when it's done. There's no other house in the neighborhood that's sold for less than $550. So I know I'm gonna get a buyer, and I'm gonna get a buyer real fast because this neighborhood is very expensive. So every house in this neighborhood is sold for $550 and above. So the reason I'm pricing it at $525 is so that I can get a buyer really fast, and I could potentially get multiple offers and get more than $525. But what I don't want to do is list it for $580 and sit on the market, and sit on the market, and sit on the market, and then have to drop the price, because that's time, and time is money. So I'd rather start low and get the numbers higher, but it's versus starting high and waiting and waiting and waiting and potentially having to drop the price and pay more money while I'm waiting to do that. So that's this deal. That's what a subject to deal looks like. I'm going to keep you all involved with this until we get to the finish line, so you all can see how this whole process goes. But we're not going to be in this for long. I mean, in 30 days we'll be done the construction. This house will be on the market. It'll be on the market before Christmas, and hopefully we'll have a new homeowner in here by the new year. So thanks for riding out with me today. Appreciate everything. Thank you for supporting the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button because I knew you would like the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until next time, peace. All right.